maybe we ought to shut the doors back there, or maybe block out some of that noise, and then we'll open up in a word of prayer. Nick, would you mind opening us up in a word of prayer this morning, please? Last night when Gary contacted me in the afternoon, I thought to myself, it reminded me of something that a pastor or preacher had told me at one time, and actually didn't tell just me, he told it to a group of men. I'm going to pass it along to you. All our men need to hear this. He said, you need to be ready to preach, pray, or die at any moment. I used to scoff at that, but there's some truth in that. We are on page 100 in our books, if you have your book, Paul Washer's book. And according to what Gary said, we're right down at the bottom of the page on page 100. I'll begin by reading the notes, and then we'll go on from there. This chapter is dealing with the vengeance of God and how he revenges himself, how he deals with sinners. He says this down in the notes at the bottom of page 100. He says, the word vengeance is translated from the Hebrew word nakama, which may be translated vengeance or revenge. The repetition of the title communicates the certainty of what is being said about God. Listen to this. God, he is a God of vengeance, who will certainly avenge the wrong that has been done against his person, his law, his creation, and I will even add to that, his people. The first text he has us going to show us this is Nahum. Nahum is between Micah and Habakkuk. If someone would read that, please. Nahum 1, verse 2.
God is jealous and the Lord avenges. The Lord avenges and is furious. The Lord will take vengeance on his adversary. He deserves wrath.
And he goes on to say here, explain the meaning of these descriptions. What do they communicate to us about God? Again, verse 2, I know Mark just got here, but verse 2 says, a jealous and avenging God is the Lord. The Lord is avenging and wrathful. The Lord takes vengeance on his adversaries, and he reserves wrath for his enemies.